How would you compare the climate, if you will, the business climate in a place like Colorado that has real regulations? They have they hired a former DEA agent to set up the regulations. I imagine it's not the kind of Wild West feel of California.
It's Wild West in terms of the availability of cannabis, certainly, but it is very, very regulated. And Colorado did what other states, for whatever reason, haven't been able to do, and they created a model for an intensely regulated industry. So all around Denver, you have 1 million square feet of warehouse space leased out for industrial growing. How does that happen? Well, because it's all videotaped, all the plants are tagged or have radio frequency devices. You have thousands of medical marijuana workers who are licensed and background checked by the state. They wear state ID cards around their neck. When the product is shipped from the grow room to the dispensary, there's a manifest filed with the state. All transactions are videotaped. So what Colorado, they acted very aggressively, and there was a key architect. He was an ex-Colorado Springs police officer who was the head of their enforcement division that oversaw liquor and gambling and horse racing and things like that. And so he wrote this very aggressive piece of legislation. And the movement there kind of fell into line, in part because they were terrified of ganjapreneurs from California coming in and stealing the business. And
attracting the feds.
And attracting the feds. So they created this successful regulated business model. At the same time, this scared the heck out of the movement in California, which California was grown up with this idea of cannabis destiny, that anybody with a medical marijuana permit could grow and sell into these dispensaries. And certainly you had this culture up in the far north coast that was very resistant to any type of regulation. So Colorado regulations actually scared the movement in California, and they were very divided and unsure about how to act.